Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Daggerfall Unity. I know it has been a long time since I last uploaded and I said I would be more consistent and I do apologize for that. I just got caught up in real life stuff, I'm sure you all know how it is. But I'm back, I'm excited to be back. And again, I do apologize for the wait, but last time we were in Lysandus' tomb. We were looking, we can actually pull up our log here and remind ourselves. So Madura gave us a powder. That apparently we're going to give to, I believe, Lysandus' body, and that will calm his body. And the way to do that is to search around in his tomb here and find it. Now, we spent the last 2 full episodes wandering around here unable to find it. This is a massive dungeon. Main quest dungeons in Daggerfall are notorious for being like this. And I said I was sort of undecided last time as to whether I wanted to keep just wandering around or look up a guide. Looking up a guide is kind of lame. We haven't really done it in this Let's Play. We've been able to find everything, but there does come a certain point at which, you know, wandering around empty halls becomes, I would imagine, somewhat uninteresting for the viewer, and, you know, uninteresting for me, of course, as well. So what I thought I would do is I would divide this episode into 2 halves. The first half will just wander around like we were doing before, and maybe I'll put a timestamp to the end of that in case it just ends up being us not finding anything interesting. So that we can have one more shot at finding this thing without looking up any sort of hints or guides. And then in the second half, I'll use some sort of guide to get some hints along our way, so that we don't, you know, get stuck here forever. So that was my idea for the way forward. And, you know, hopefully since it's been so long, I'll have a bit of a fresh look at this place. You know, I don't really remember much. You know, I only have a vague idea of what the dungeon looks like because it's been over a month since I've played Daggerfall at all. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to use a recall spell, and I'm going to teleport back to an anchor here, and we will set a anchor here again to make sure we can teleport back here, and we'll rest until we're fully healed. Okay, and we will save the game as 9:54. Alright, perfect. So, I imagine I should use my map to my advantage here. We're looking again for hallways that we haven't yet found. There's definitely some secret door or hallway that we haven't found because there's clearly some part of a dungeon that we're missing here. So we're just going to approach. I remember these 2 doors. We'll just take left. I don't know which one to take, really. I'm actually going to put a light on. And let's begin the tedious process of slowly mapping our steps. Perhaps doing this very meticulously could help. So, you know, at each junction, sort of looking off to where they lead. Now, I believe going straight here leads us nowhere, and going left's the only real viable option. Yeah. So I believe we have to go left here. And, okay. Now we get up to, not another junction yet. There's a teleporter coming up. Yeah, but this teleports us somewhere. I'm not sure if we want to take that. Now we can actually click on that to see where we go. We're going to end up in this room up here, which I remember us finding a secret door. Yeah, there's a secret door here that leads us to another teleporter, which actually shoots us back. It actually shoots us back to where we are. So it actually could be useful to go check out this place because we can get back pretty easily to where we were by following this teleporter down in here. I'd really hope that this secret door would lead us somewhere more promising, but actually just brings us back here, sadly. Now, let's see. I didn't really explore that skeleton room as much as I could, I guess, so let's go back there real quick. And the only problem with going to places that I haven't yet been is that, of course, there could be secret doors or something that I missed. Oh, wait a minute, I've just realized something. If we go straight here, there's a door right here. Oh, I thought this was a door to somewhere new, but it's not at all. It's just one of these, which really signifies nothing. I don't know why these things exist. Sometimes I believe they're teleporters, but this one does nothing for us. So if we were to follow this area down, we would end up going off here, and we get into this side of a dungeon, which I don't believe we missed a lot here, but it's possible that we did. I feel like we've explored that side pretty extensively. Let's zoom in a bit and see if there's anything that it looks like we could have missed. And again, I do apologize if this is somewhat boring. This is kind of how you have to operate in these enormous Daggerfall dungeons, but we really just need to find something that we missed. Because wandering around sort of aimlessly without looking at your map is sort of just a recipe to find nothing, or it's pretty much just dumb luck if you find something. What about here? Is this an area? See, sometimes there's areas that are ambiguous. So, for instance, I can't tell whether this is where a dungeon wall ends or if there could be something there, like something past this intersection down here. It's quite far away. That being said, you know what? Let's go that direction. Why not? We'll try that direction. This first half is just about trying the best we can to find something, and if we can't, we can always look up some sort of guide. Okay. So this will bring us to like the other sort of sector of the dungeon. And now we have two paths we could take. We could go up, and we'll swing around, and that will bring us into this whole quarter here. Or if we go down, where will that take us? Alright, there's sort of like a little throne room here, which again I thought signified that we were closer to Lysandus' tomb, but it doesn't seem like it does. Now it seems like that will bring us down to the lower corridor, and we can go investigate that little spot that I thought could potentially be something. So let's go down. Here's the little throne room area, which is unique looking, but doesn't seem to lead anywhere interesting. And okay, where can we go now? So if we go straight up, where will that take us? I don't think straight up takes us anywhere of interest. So I'm gonna take a left here. And okay, now we're at yet another juncture. And I believe, see, here's another area, if you're looking where my cursor's pointing, where it looks like it could be something leading that way, but I don't believe that there is. Yeah, there's nothing here at all. Okay, so we'll go back to the junction here. I guess let's try and make it over to that area I was pointing out. I doubt that it actually is anything, but we'll do our best here. Where was that area I was pointing out? It was over here, I think. Oh, man, all this junk blocking my view. Yeah, it was right here, so how do we get there? Let's see. I think we need to go left into this area here. Man, it's so hard to... Yeah, you can tell it's hard to look at these maps, especially when the dungeons get so convoluted. So that will take us up these stairs and up those stairs. How do we get over down there? Let's see. Well, definitely the other two directions we could go here lead to nowhere. I'll check at the end of here real quick. Oh, hold on. Oops. Let's see. If we go left, is it left? Yeah, if we go left, I believe this will take us pretty much nowhere, so there's no point going this direction. Oh, let's see. What is this? That just takes us back to the junction there, so that's of no help to us. And yeah, this takes us nowhere. So I think that our only good option is to take this left path I'm taking and hope it actually leads somewhere interesting. Yeah, well, let's take this path and we'll see if we can get anywhere. Alright. And we'll just pay attention to each juncture, try and make it over our way over to the area I'm pointing out. Hopefully this isn't the exact path I took last time, by the way. Again, I do apologize. I didn't rewatch the last video. Perhaps I should have done that before doing this one. And okay, now we're sort of up in this area when I kind of want to get down over here. So how do we get over there? That's the big question. I wonder if you have to take the other path to get over to this side here. I don't think you necessarily do. This definitely doesn't take us anywhere interesting. You're just going to go up and up and up. So I'm looking for the connection to the other side. It seems to be this door right here. So how do we get to this door and this? Oh, I know how to do it. We definitely have gone the wrong way here, that's for sure. Although I guess we can check this area up here just in case, real quickly. I really don't believe there's anything up here of interest, and I imagine Lysandus' tomb would be deeper in the dungeon rather than higher up. But we'll check up here anyways. Yeah, I don't think there's anything in here at all. And there's no secret doors at all that I can see, so we're going to leave this area. And I think I know how to get us over to that other side, that deeper part of the dungeon. We're going to have to head back to the juncture, the lower juncture that we used to get up here. And for all of you wondering, you may notice if I hit escape, you'll see that we're in 10.23 of Daggerfall Unity, which is quite outdated at this point. I was sort of waiting to install mods, and since I ended up taking sort of a long break, There's been updates released, new mods, things like that. So after we finish this quest, I will definitely be updating and showing some new features. I decided it was best to sort of wait to do that until after we finish this quest, because there's not really going to be new features I can show in this dungeon necessarily. So I thought we'll wrap this up on the current version, and then once I leave and finish this quest, we'll go from that to installing something new. Okay, I believe this takes us to where we wanted to go. Let's see. Does it actually? Hold on. Yeah, I believe it does. Let me see. Huh, maybe not. Hold on. Get back to the map here. So we want to get over to the left side of the dungeon, or the left side facing this way. How do we get over there? Oh, okay. You know what? I actually mistook something here, because I thought that there was a connection right here, but there isn't actually a connection. There's not a connection at all. So that actually is of no help to us, but perhaps by going down this hole, boom, and then this hole. Where are we now? And now if we go straight, okay, now we're back in the same situation that we were before, where there's no good path off. So this actually seems sort of like a dead end, or it's unclear where I can go from here. It'd be funny if one of the passages leading off from this area is exactly where we need to go. But it seems like we've kind of exhausted what we can do on this side. I don't really see where else we could go, or how we can even connect over to this larger branching area. Because we explored most of the paths that it seems like you can potentially take over there. I'm trying to see if there's any other path that's possible. But I honestly don't think that there is. The only other possibility is if we go back up to the stairwell. And there's something that we missed over at the stairwell. This is just back at the throne room. And now, if we follow this, we're going to head back all the way over to, yeah, somewhere we don't want to be. So, I guess what we can do is follow this way up over at the end. We went through there, and then what about over here? Where will this take us? This just takes us back down to where we were before. Okay, so it does really feel like there's nowhere to go. This is like the only substantive path, this one that leads off in this direction, but it doesn't end up taking us anywhere we want to go. You can see that rock there, and we'll just go back to that room. It has really nothing going for it. So I think that what we're going to do is recall and take the right path to try and get over to this more substantive side of the dungeon, which is where we first started, but we couldn't find anything on that side, very sadly. And if that doesn't work, we're going to have to look stuff up, sadly, because not much else to do. So I'm going to set an anchor here at the entrance of the dungeon, and let's check out the right-hand side if we can see if we can find anywhere this direction. And in terms of new Unity versions and new mods, I actually haven't... I know that there's new versions and new mods out, but I haven't looked at the specifics, so I have nothing really to say, so it'll be sort of be a surprise for us both, anyone who's watching, and then when I turn it on to see what results from that, and what there is left to check out. I'm just checking the map real quick to see what direction we should go. Okay, actually, how did we even get over to that more complicated side of a dungeon? I feel like we're not being led somewhere useful here at all. In fact, where does this end up leading? I guess we'll just keep following it and see where we go. Oh, some loot on the ground. I guess I can take this. Leather gauntlets, that's pretty useless, but we'll take it, why not? Is there anything on this body? There is. This is all stuff we didn't pick up because we're trying to, preserve weight. Okay, and this looks to be sort of on the side that we were already on. We want to get over here. So how do we actually get over here from the right-hand side? I know you can because we did. before. Let's try taking this way up. And okay, let's see. Yeah, and it feels like we're in the same area as we were last time here. It looks like up doesn't lead anywhere at all. It leads you to a dead end as far as I can tell. So it means that we need to go down. Or not, wait, hold on, not down. Not this direction is what I meant. I meant we had to go up this way to get anywhere. Oh, we're actually back here. Okay, so we clearly did not take the right path there. It does not seem like this is the correct path at all. So somehow, okay, so somehow or other we got over to that side, but of course, this is the problem with leaving such a time gap between when I did this last, is that I likely remembered how to get back there before, but now I just do not remember. But there's got to be some way, because we obviously did make it over there. This is just going to end up leading us back to that place that I hate being in at this point, because we've been there a million times and it leads nowhere. Yeah, this is the room, and we're going to end up down here, and this is not good news. This is exactly where we don't want to end up. I want to end up somewhere other than here. Please not here anymore. Okay. So I think I'm just going to recall again, and we're going to have to take a different path on the right-hand side this time. Let's see. We'll recall, teleport, set an anchor. Now, the one thing I should do here is I need to put in any extra stuff into the wagon. In case we do find somewhere new, of course, I want to have inventory space to pick up any items that we might run into. Wow, we have a lot. Holy crap. A lot of miscellaneous goods here, and then I'm sure we have... Wow, is that really... we still have 151 slots taken up? I guess what we're wearing is quite heavy, unless I'm missing anything obvious here. We do have this enchanted Daikatana sitting here. Okay. Right, let's continue off into the dungeon now. Again, it seems like the right-hand side is the way to go, but clearly we didn't take the right path last time. And okay, so let's be careful about which way we go here. So none of these sort of doors off to the left or right here do anything. So these are empty rooms, so clearly that's not the right way. But here at this juncture, I think last time we went right. I think if we go left, maybe we can find somewhere new. Oh, hold on, there's a trap door, but that doesn't bring us anywhere interesting as far as I can tell. And there's nothing here either. Wait, you're too far away, it says. Where did it say that? Oh, I think it was just for clicking the door. Okay, so that's not of interest at all. So we have to actually go to the right-hand side here. And okay, which way do we go now? Straight gets us nowhere, so the only way to go to find somewhere new is this direction here. So far, we're tracing the same path as before, and now we could go left. Oh, wait a minute. We actually turned around and went the wrong way here. We should keep going up this way. And, okay. I gotta zoom in a bit here. I can barely see the map. I think we need to go straight and then to the right. And so far, again, this is not exactly the way I want to be going, because this ends up taking us back to where we were. Now, if I go to the left-hand side, there's a whole series of doors up here. I think I took the right-hand path last time, so I say we go left. And see where the stairwell takes us. I hope this wasn't the same way we went last time. It's easy to forget in this place. Emerald has broken. Ah. I assume that's... Let me see here. I assume it's an enchanted item I had on. I forgot what it was doing for us. I should probably remove enchanted items that I'm not really using here, that are just sort of passively running out of inventory space. Oh my god, this is useless. The sapphire is useless now. And the Ring of Fortitude's worn, yeah, so it's just sort of decaying slowly as we have them on, so it's probably not good to keep those on. So I'm going to have those left off, and let's continue here. Okay, this little room can actually take us somewhere new if we go off to the left. Or not new, but somewhere else. If we went off to the left here, this would take us somewhere else. Okay, sorry for the pause there. Just turning off the alerts on my phone. It's not making any noise. Okay, this is not the way we went last time. Perhaps this is the way to get off to that deeper area of the dungeon. Okay, I don't think it is. I do not think it is. This seems pretty empty. So let's not go this way. Let's, in fact... If we go right, we're going to be taken up here. And then we could go down here. And we'll get into this hallway. And where will that hallway take us? Take us over to the end. We can go up the stairs. That sort of just goes back the way we came as far as I can tell. And the stairs bring us up to the teleporter, so that's no help. I wonder if the best way is... Man, this is so difficult, but I think the best way is to retrace our path from over here to somewhere accessible. I think that's actually what we need to do. So somehow this connects back over here. So where does it connect and how do we get there? That's the question we need to ask ourselves. So let's do some map analysis here. How do I zoom in and find this? The map's a bit sensitive here. I'm going to just turn this around and zoom in from this angle. It looks as if these two sides are connected, but in fact it's actually very hard to find a way from one side to the other. Okay, what about this door here? This door looks like it leads over. So how do we get to that door? Well... Oh god, I can't see. I can see the door, but I can't see. Okay, so there's a door and it goes off on this hallway. Wait, this is the hallway that we looked at before, but actually is a dead end. It doesn't get us anywhere, so that door is actually of no help. So we need a different connection. And this is all not connected. Maybe on the far side. Let's see, zoom out again. Okay. I need to get myself oriented again. I want it to go all the way over here. Okay, this door looks like it could get us somewhere. So how do we get over to this door? Well, it connects down here, and these areas connect to this room. That room looks like it's not connected in any way, but there's this stairwell that gets there. And how do you get to the stairwell? The stairwell connects up to this hallway, I think. Does it? I can't actually tell. Yes, the stairwell connects up to this hallway. Okay, so if we got to this hallway, then we can make it there. And how do you get to that hallway? Well, you need to get to this juncture over here. And to get to that juncture, you need to take this door here. And to get to this door, you need to swing around from here. So if we get here, so we need to get here to this little room. And to get to this little room, we follow this path up. Oh, and it's the teleporter room. Teleporter exit. Teleporter entrance. Okay, so we finally perhaps found a way. It was a bit convoluted. I'll try and remember everything, but I'm going to have to rest again. Stop. And set an anchor here. But it seems like there is a way to get over there if I can follow that path I've just set out for us. Okay, so we take the teleporter. Okay, and now we need to get down to this little room. That's pretty easy to do. Okay, good. And then from here, we need to go up here and then jump over the pit and move around. So, where's the pit? We need to take a right here. Jump over the pit. Oh, I meant to jump over the pit. I failed very badly. And now we twist around this little passageway. And now we go straight, and then we take a left and go down these stairs. So we're going to take a left here. And we're going to go down this set of stairs. Oh wait, this is the boulder set of stairs. Wait, okay, we're back at the juncture. Wait, so didn't we trace some way from the juncture over to the other side of the dungeon? How did we get to the other side of it? Or is this not a juncture? I don't think this actually is a juncture. I think this is something different here. Oh, I believe we take a straight right. We go around here and then up this way. So we take a straight right. We're going up. And then we go straight into the left. And I believe this will get us to the other side of a dungeon that we want to be in here. Aha! I think this is where we wanted to go. I think this is the other side. I think. Could be wrong. And there was some door that I had pointed out at the start. Oh, right here. That's where I want to get. And to see if that's anything. It probably is nothing. But we did successfully make it to the other side of the dungeon. So that's something, right? We accomplished something here. So if we go straight and then around and then down here. Aha, I think this is the door I was looking at. And of course it's empty. So that's somewhat unfortunate. But at the very least we've managed to make it over to this sort of complicated branching area. Wait, what is this? Why is this like sticking out like a sore thumb? What is this thing? Do y'all see this little orb here? Does this mean something? Or is this just a marking that I've placed down myself? Oh, it's a note. Or is it not a note? I can't actually tell if this is anything special or not. I think it's probably just something I actually put down, rather than something special. But of course I'm investigating everything at this point. We can actually test it by... What if I put a note here? Oh, that is a note, okay. Right, that's a note. Got it. That's actually useful, I guess, to mark down dead ends in really big dungeons. Okay, so we're over on this side. Now, the question is, are there doors that we have not yet gone to? Are there hallways we have not yet explored? And the answer is, I have no idea, because this is quite expansive of an area. But we can look around. These sorts of interiors where you have like the rooms twisting and winding up many different hallways, it's very easy to miss something. So I imagine it's easy we could have missed something in this area. Certainly plausible that we did. I think this whole area over the right we explored pretty decently, so I'm not really excited about the prospect of going that way. So where can we go? Does anyone see something new? What about this here? Is this a hallway that we didn't yet go down? This looks new. This looks like a hallway that we didn't get to the end of. Perhaps. Perhaps. Could be, at least. Let's see. How do we get over there? We need to go down and around and up to the left. Down, around and up to the left here. Take a right. I bet this is a hallway we already explored. I really need to... Perhaps I should mark things like this with dead end if we've already explored it, so I apologize if we're going somewhere not new once again. That being said, let's check it out. We have nothing to lose, really. We need to go all the way around, take the big loop around and down. I am becoming an expert at navigating these complicated maps, at least. Oh, this is like the area with the water. We have been here before. And I believe... Okay, where's that hallway I was marking up? I believe this is not going to get us anywhere interesting. Maybe it is the water, though. Maybe it's the water that we haven't gotten to the end of. Oh, you know what? This isn't new, because if you twist around this way, you can see that there's actually a door here. So it isn't actually new. From this angle, it looks like there's something here. In fact, there is nothing here. So we're going to turn around. I guess we'll wander around in this section a little bit more, but at this point, I think we might need to give up and initiate the second half of the episode where I actually end up exploring or using a guide to help us find our way to Lysandus' tomb, because, yeah, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, I have no idea where it is. And I am trying my very best, but it feels like it's very hidden. It could be possible that it's behind a secret door or something. So the last time I was lost like this in a main quest dungeon, it ended up being like a secret torch I think I had to click to unlock to get a wall to move aside. And of course I had no idea that you had to do that, so I was just sort of wandering around aimlessly until I looked it up and found out that that's what you had to do. Okay, so I am learning that if you twist around, you can tell whether doors that look like they lead somewhere new. Actually, don't. Just by twisting around like that, you can tell. But even though we got over to this new area, oh wait, hold on. I see somewhere new. This area right here. See that place? That looks like an area that we haven't gone through. Although let's twist around and make sure that it's something new here. If we twist around from this side, it doesn't really appear. Yeah, although I think this might just connect right up into here and be nothing of interest. It looks like this just connects to here. So it really actually looks like nothing of interest at all. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look around a little bit more on this map. And if we don't see anything, screw it. We're looking up a guide. I'm not going to be trapped in here any longer. So we're going to look around a little bit more, see if there's any hallways we could have possibly missed. I'm very interested to see, actually, what we missed, where it is that we haven't yet gone. Because, honestly, I'm at a loss. I'm at a complete loss. I feel like we've retraced our steps many times now. Some tiny passageway or something? Is it some hidden door? All the places that look like we haven't gone, we go there, and it turns out that it's just a wall. And I don't know if anyone else sees anything, but I personally do not see anything at all. I see no area that we have missed whatsoever. So here's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to pause the recording. I'm going to open a guide, and we're going to follow its steps up until the point where we can get somewhere new, and from there we can stop using the guide and continue on. Again, I know it's kind of lame to do it, but 2.5 episodes, it's probably been like multiple hours now that we've been wandering around this dungeon. I say this is about the reasonability time for calling it quits on wandering around aimlessly. We're doing our best to analyze the map carefully. So we are going to go ahead and do that right now. Okay, everyone, so here we are back at the entrance of the dungeon, and I have the guide up on how to make it to the new area that we could not find up on another screen. You actually can't see it, but I can. And originally I was just going to sort of go through it together. We were going to go through it together and retrace our steps, see where we had gone wrong, but then it turned out that following the guide was a little bit more convoluted than I thought it was, and I found it a little bit more difficult than it was going to be to follow the guide, so I decided I'd find the place where we wanted to go first, and then try and retrace our steps now. Hopefully it shouldn't be too difficult. And I made a save at the new area, just in case we're not able to retrace our steps properly here. So it turns out that going left is the correct way to go in terms of finding the dungeon the fastest way, or finding the tomb the fastest way. And then we do click on the skull, so we were sort of following the right steps here. We go out here, and we follow all the way down. And then this intersection here, we actually go up the stairs, and we're going to jump over the pit and twist all the way around. And if you remember, this is, I believe, what we were just doing when we were trying to find stuff on our own. So we were going the general correct direction. And then we go west here. And then we go down the stairs, and we reach a 4-way intersection, at which point we turn north. Let's see, north, that's this direction. And we follow the stairs down until we reach another intersection, which is right over here. And then we go east and through this door over here. And then we go up here to the south. And then we go up all the way here. And we find this secret door here. And we head farther north up this direction. And this is actually where it's a little bit convoluted, so I'm going to save my game. Sorry, I'm going a little bit slow here, but I'm being careful to retrace our steps. We head farther north past this intersection here. We go around this corner. And we're going to face another intersection, and we're going to go east this time. Or excuse me, we're going to go, sorry, this way. And we're going to go east at this intersection. This is the intersection that we're going east at. Okay, perfect. And then we head farther east and we turn north at this intersection. I think this is the area that sort of is the key to getting past that sort of place we were stuck at. And for whatever reason, I didn't notice that door too well, but we have made it here before. So anyways, once we get here, we turn north at this intersection. And sorry, I'm just reading the guide to make sure I'm going the right way. And then we get to another 4-way intersection, and we head east again. And we follow the hallway down through a room. That room is right here. We go north, we follow the next hallway until it takes a turn to the east. And you'll see there are 2 rooms here that we got to before, and we take the stairs up here. And you'll notice there's this room here, which we actually did not make it to last time. This is new. This is a new room that we did not explore, and we did not go this way either. So this is the point at which stuff is new, so this is where I'm going to pause looking at the guide and save our game. So there was, in fact, a new area that we had not yet gotten to all the way at the end here. I actually don't know how I saw this, because it's actually pretty clear once you're able to see it that there's places we had not yet gone to. But for whatever reason, we weren't able to find it, but thankfully this guide helped us out. I think I just sort of got stuck in the convoluted up and downs of these rooms without being able to make it over to this area over here on the left, which is more clear. So now that we actually are in the right general direction, let's explore these new areas. Hopefully we won't have to consult the guide again, and we can find Lysandus' tomb fine on our own here. But of course we will consult the guide if need be. But for now, let's just explore these new areas. We got these. I'm going to remove these marks as well, just because they're taking up inventory space, and they're grading. They're not taking up inventory space. We don't want that. We did miss 2 secret doors along the edge here. Ah, a locked door. There's definitely an enemy behind here, but this door is not wanting to break down. Oh my goodness. And we haven't seen one of these in a while. This is the first enemy we've seen all episode. Actually, kind of exciting to see something else. And there's another secret door here. Hello. We have a vampire. And we'll take all of his loot and restore our health here a little bit. Oh, I meant to... yeah, weak heal. And, okay. I believe that's sort of a dead end in that direction. So what we're going to want to do is keep going this way. And ow, we got a wraith. That's probably a good sign, because Lysandus' ghost would be surrounded by wraiths. That would make a lot of sense. And we're at another new intersection here, so I'm actually going to save the game at this intersection. And we'll check out around this corner. Yeah, another intersection this way. And, okay, there's an elevator, so let's take that down. And, okay, we're finally in new area of a dungeon. We have not seen this all of this episode of a Let's Play, so this is actually somewhat exciting. And let's heal ourselves a bit. Take some of that. And more vampires to fight. We're going to run out of inventory space too. We just ran out of inventory space, so we can't pick up much more here. Imagine there's going to be vampires littering all these rooms along the way. But I think we're finally close. Thank goodness, we've been in here for so long. Should we drop anything here? No, I think we'll just leave it. Another ghost. And wow, this is quite a long hallway. These little small rooms containing enemies. Oh, and there's another, like, elevator. I wonder if this is where we need to go. That would make sense if it was. And we got a lever we're pulling here. I don't know what that did. But I assume it was important. And, okay, we'll keep going around. And, okay, this must be the burial chamber, and oh my goodness, it looks quite cool, actually. I'm a fan of this. Let's take these ghosts out. I'm very excited to be here. less excited because we had to use a guide to get part of the way, but there's no shame in that with Daggerfall dungeons, to be honest. And there's another lever in here, so ooh, hello. Just in case I'm going to mess anything up, I'll save the game after we kill this vampire. Let's save the game, 962, almost at save 1000. And okay, let's pull this lever and see what happens. Oh my goodness, okay, so yet another elevator going down, I assume to where Lysandus' burial chamber actually is. What an enormous chamber he has. And I assume that's his tomb over there. This, the fact that this wraith is stuck up in the air is making it hard to hit it, but we were able to there finally. Oh my god, that's so much gold. I wonder if it's worth just dropping this and taking the gold instead. Probably is. And I assume this is his grave. We finally made it to Lysandus' grave. So let's... Oh, clicking on it has sparked an animation. A video. You soothe my rage. I'm going to turn the volume up a bit here so we can hear it.
If you would truly lay my spirit to rest, be the instrument of my vengeance against Lord Woodborn of Wayrest.
So Lysandus just said, if you all didn't hear that, I think you should have been able to, but he said that he seeks vengeance on Lord Woodborn of Wayrest, who I assume is the person who murdered him. So it looks like the secret of Lysandus has finally been revealed here. So I guess, does that mean we should go slay Lord Woodborn, or have we finished the quest here? Let's find out. Let me see. Lysandus' ghost appeared to me and told me that only the death or humiliation of his murderer, Lord Woodborn, would lay his soul to rest. Lord Woodborn is a noble of Wayrest and betrothed to Prince Ilisana. He has a castle in the wilderness of Wayrest. So I guess, is there a next part of a quest now where we go and kill Lord Woodborn and come back here? I think we have an anchor that we can use to get out of a dungeon here, I hope. Let's see. Recall teleports. Okay, good. I kept an anchor here. Very good. And we will save the game right here as 963. And okay, I think we're going to end things there, even though there might be another part to this quest. I thought that would be the end of it. But we did get, finally, the secret of Lysandus revealed, the person who killed him, Lord Woodborn. So we have to find his castle in the wilderness of Wayrest, and I assume go and slay him. So I'm not sure if this will involve like another quest or another series of things we have to do. We'll find that out next time. But I think because this sort of wraps up the end of getting out of Lysandus' tomb and finally finding it, we're going to pause things here. Again, I apologize. This episode was sort of marred with having to, read the guide and go through a lot of the convoluted dungeon. But that's how it ended up being. But I'm very excited to be back. I know it's been quite a while since I've uploaded any episode. Next time, which I promise will not be as long of a wait between last time and this time as it was, we will finish up this quest. If there's any more to it, or if this is a second quest that's suddenly being sparked, we'll go and do that. Kill Lord Woodborn looks like what's going to be happening next. I assume he'll be in another dungeon, so there'll be yet another dungeon to explore and get through. But okay, we will pause things here, so thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time. I'm also excited to be showcasing the new mods and new version of Unity, which I assume we'll do after we wrap up the rest of this quest line and finally sort of get back to standard Daggerfall, going around, doing side quests. So I will see you all then.